With me I have Jeffrey Clavons. I understand you're the connoisseur in many different pieces that are inside. Can you please tell us a little bit about it?
We are. We have Connoisseur Antiques on Melrose Place, La Cienega, and now in Beverly Hills. And we're pleased to have a partnership with David Streets and Estate Jewelry and Fine Antiques. So we have a wonderful evening tonight and enjoying kind of a new partnership in Beverly Hills.
I understand you put together the nice display inside. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of some of the pieces?
Certainly can. My wife and I have been collecting for 40 years, and we travel the world, and we have pieces from known artists such as Castaneda, Maupassant, Tiffany, Demner, Omega, and many other famous makers from the 20s to the 60s.
There was one piece, a bracelet, that took my breath away. It has what looks like two little basketballs in each. I think it's four of them, one in each corner. Can you tell me a little bit about that one?
Yes, it's actually Maupassant from the 1939 Reflections collection. It's one of a kind, and it was made for a movie star. And it's in the book, Hollywood Stars.
How much would a piece go for something like that?
That's $50,000.
Wow, it's definitely worth it. It's such a beautiful piece.
Thank you.
And with me I have beautiful Sybil Danning. Can you please tell us a little bit about today's event?
Well, it was wonderful being here because this is the opening for David Streets, and I love anything that David does and have been a supporter of his. I know that he also has artwork here from the Moynihan Gallery, and also I was really very, very happy to see a very dear old friend of mine, Stephen Verona. I didn't know that Stephen was also exhibiting here in the contemporary exhibit right next door. And it's been a beautiful evening and very successful evening, and I'm very happy to be here.
And with me I have Tony Charmoli. Tony, please tell us about what you think about today's event.
Well, I've heard about this event because David is a dear friend of mine, and I'm absolutely... I'm speechless because the event is even more than I anticipated. He's wanted a gallery of his own after Katrina down in New Orleans, and he's moved up to Beverly Hills. He's taken over Beverly Hills. He knows everybody up here, and this magnificent gallery with all these magnificent paintings, I think he's going to do wonders for Beverly Hills and for the world.
I think he's going to do very well. He's such a creative man, over 20 years of experience. Can you believe this?
Yes, I can. I know in his soul, this is his work. As in my soul, my work is what I do.
All right.
But he's perfect for this field.
And with me I have Baron Postmas. I understand he's one of the artists exhibiting some of his work here. Baron, please tell us a little bit about today's event.
Oh, this is a wonderful turnout. People have shown a lot of interest, and the gallery looks beautiful, and it's very impressive turnout.
All right, so tell us about your work.
Well, I do a kind of a photorealism sort, and I'm doing the local area. I started with the Malibu paintings, and I'm going to do some of the Beverly Hills area because it's quite beautiful here, and it's easy to paint, and I enjoy doing it very much.
I saw one of your paintings on the wall. It looks like a sunset in Malibu. Can you tell us a little bit about that painting? Yes,
that's the pier, and I enjoy doing that area. I've painted the pier 3 or 4 times. In fact, they're here. And it's at different kinds of times of day with the sunset and late afternoon sun, and I think it's really quite a beautiful place.
I have with me Jane Skeeter. Hi, Jane. Please tell us a little bit about today's event.
Hi. Oh, this has been a fabulous event. Both galleries are beautiful. The caliber of artists is phenomenal. I mean, you don't see all of these great artists all in one place at one time. It's great. And David was in his glory. It was wonderful to see.
Kingsley and Esther, can you please tell us a little bit about today's event?
Today's event is a great moment for Beverly Hills and Los Angeles. David Streets is opening up his new galleries here. And we are very pleasantly surprised. Huge crowd tonight. 2 very distinctively different galleries here, and I hope to be showing some work in a show soon in the contemporary side. and it's just been a really amazing evening.
Esther, please tell us a little bit about what's going on today.
I'm going to just jump in. I work at a children's museum, the Zimmer Children's Museum, so I'm thrilled that there are 2 more galleries opening up here in Beverly Hills. I consider the work that I do to help groom the next patrons of the arts and, visitors of these galleries. So I deal kind of on the other end with young kids and help them grow an appreciation for the arts. And this is really wonderful. As a resident of Beverly Hills and a big fan of David Street's, I think this is absolutely fantastic and can't wait to see the next shows. Of course, I have a particular affinity about Kingsley's upcoming show, which I can't wait to see in the Contemporary Gallery. But this is really a great, great night.
Maybe you could mention your website on the internet.
I certainly can. That is kingsleyart.com. Check that out.
How about you?
Check out the Zimmer Children's Museum.org.
With me I have Sharon Kemp. Sharon, tell us about today's event.
Oh, I thought it was just so refreshing and so great, and the type of thing that you don't get to see too often in Los Angeles. And I invited my friend Joni Mitchell, who is an artist and singer tonight, and she wanted to come, but she is recording with her drummer this evening, Brian, and so she couldn't make it, but I know Joni would have liked the art as much as I did.
And with me I have Louie Stern and Barbara Lazaroff. Please tell us about tonight's event.
Well, this is the grand opening of David Street's gallery, and I think he's done a wonderful job.
This is an amazing, very, very well-respected gallery owner himself, and has an extraordinary eye, incredible taste. I've actually bought a couple of pieces from his collection.
Barbara's a wonderful patron, and I've been around a long time.
How many years?
Second generation. I shouldn't admit it, but I've been around longer than Barbara's been around. I've been a dealer longer than Barbara's been around, 47 years.
How do you know David?
Well, the art community is very small.
Absolutely.
And David is a wonderful man. He's very interested in the welfare of the art world, and he does whatever he can to promote it, to bring it to light, to support it. Yeah.
As Louis does, he supports interesting, fascinating artists, not just people that are established already, but he has such a keen eye, and so does David, to find people. And there are a lot of people in the art world that aren't willing to take the risk to really step out and to support a lesser-known younger artist. And that's the only way to establish yourself, to have patrons in the arts that are able to do that, to have galleries that have the kind of reputation this gentleman has. So I really think it meant a lot to David that you came this evening.
Well, I'm delighted, and I think it's really important. I think that it's very difficult for artists to eke out a living, and I try to be as supportive as possible. I show more classical and historical art, but I'm very, very sensitive to the up-and-coming artists, the cutting-edge artists, and I feel their struggle.
I look at my piece I bought from you every single day. It's on my breakfast table, but it's very funny. I move him around, with his little spoon in his hand. I move him from the one table to the other. I like to look at him in different locations.
Well, Barbara is very, very passionate about art, and she just uses her heart and her eyes, whereas unfortunately a lot of people just use their ears, which is not what we really want. But we'd love to have just 10 Barbara Lazaroffs, and
the only problem I have,
the world will be different.
I need more walls. I need a lot more walls.
More wall space for the collections you have.
I rotate them sometimes. I really need a lot more walls. And surfaces, too.
Is there any one piece that took your breath away in tonight's event?
I'm just sort of focused on the whole, sort of the happening, the energy that the event is generated. And I think it's terrific that he is taking this space and is going to expand it.
And also, I think what Louis is trying to say as well, and I agree, when somebody takes the opportunity and the risk